Hey everyone, Zero J here with the XBLA Fan Channel. Here we give a quick taste of Giga Wrecker ALT, very much a physics-based platforming kind of game where you play as Reika here. My little robot friend is Dolma. Oh, she's saluting, or just looking. He is a good robot, counter to the terrible robots who have actually taken over the planet Earth. No one actually knows where they came from, but they've been capturing humans. You actually start out captured in a cell where another girl comes and essentially was trying to murder you. She gets grabbed by one of the robots and only manages to blast off your arm, where a scientist, who we're going to meet in a few seconds, saves you by implanting this weird robot tech into you, so you can now kind of manipulate anything that has like nanites in it, which I will actually kind of show off in a little second here, and those abilities there. So as you can see in the bottom left, I have the green, which is health. Below that, I have my EXP, which actually turns into these, that's the map, the skill tree, which can give you stuff like more health, health regen, the ability for blocks to not slide and stuff like that. So it's actually a pretty big tree, and as you go, you actually unlock lots of more fun goodies, all that kind of crazy stuff. So I've actually just recently beat the first boss. Some very vital plot stuff happened. A big event happened, which I won't really talk about. And now we are going to the research facility to try to recover someone or find out what happened to them. So let's go. So I'm in this big research facility. This is the scientists say me. The robots were called the Agists. I'm hoping I saved that correctly. And there goes the radio. So most of this game, when you get to like one of the puzzles, it zooms out like this. Some people might not be able to see the character too well. I think she's actually distinct enough and easy to see where I can kind of be fine with that, and it'll kind of make sense once you get to the first thing. Like I said before, it is a physics-based platformer, so there is the weirdness with physics, and I'm slowly starting to get into puzzles that are more advanced, and the issue is I'm fighting with the random physics. I've had a blast with this game until right before the first boss, where I got to a puzzle where I actually knew the answer and I couldn't get it to happen because of how the physics were making like the environment fall into place. You are manipulating the environment, which you'll actually see in a few seconds. This is a bad guy. So as you see there, he shot out some experience points, and these pieces, if I hit right trigger, I'll pull them together and be able to make them into a block, which I can then now attack someone with, can use it into a sword, or I can actually make into a block, which I can stand on. It is a platformer, and the controls are a little floaty, which have led to some issues, but nothing with me just dying from it. I've had issues where like I've been in this zoomed in view, and I've actually made a blind jump, assuming that there'd be a platform over there, but there's an enemy on that platform, and I've actually had that enemy just smack me to my death. So this is a new girl here. This is the professor's assistant. Essentially, the reason I can't talk to him here is because he's in an area that's far away. The electromagnetic stuff here is blocking his radio signal, and hers isn't getting blocked, so whatever. We'll probably skip these because it's nothing like crazy interesting. Gotcha. So as you collect more pieces, the blocks get bigger. What's interesting is that some enemies can only be damaged by a certain size of block. So let's actually go down here. But like I said before, I was loving the game until like some of the physics stuff just gets weird. So as you can see here on the top left, that block is actually connected to the ceiling. That purple thing there is going to shoot a laser up and actually disconnect that block. Right here is actually I can have Dolma to actually kind of be like, hey, if you're having issues with the puzzle, you can have him solve it for you, and he'll tell you exactly what to do. Sometimes it's pictures, sometimes it's that. This actually, let's say I mess up and I lose. And I mess up and destroy the wrong block, this will actually reset everything. This is actually in every single room. And the biggest issue with that is, more times than not, it's the physics that are going to kind of break and freak out, and it's not going to be any fault of your own. Also, you can, if like the breakable stuff, you can actually jump through, so there's no real worry there. All right, this is perfect. So, as I'm sure you can kind of guess here, I need to do that. And just let that kind of settle, because I don't want it to freak out. And if I wanted to, I could always be like, hey, destroy that, and then the block will fall. So, all right, so that's kind of settled down. Come on. So we're going to stand under it and go. And that's all fine and dandy now. So I can't get up there, and I can't get up that way. So that's one of the issues with the physics. Is now I'm going to have to go over here and kind of let this happen. So now it's going to reload. Everything's going to go back. Oh, took some damage. Took some damage again. All right, we're good. That's going to freak out there. Go up here. See, now it's actually fallen in my favor. No, I'm not. I'm actually fine. I can go over here and then crouch and make a block, and then I can jump, and then we're good. And I can actually recall that. It's mine. Then we use this block, and then bam, the door is going to open, and then we move to the next area. So, of course, the puzzles start off easy, and as they get more advanced, that's where the issue starts to come up of the physics need to be just perfect for some of these. Or you find another solution that is so freaky that the game didn't actually think about it. So let's wait. Oh, I got hit. All right, we're good. Stairs. And off we go. And these are EXP blocks. Perfect, actually. So let's go to the skill tree and see what we got. So these blank blocks don't actually offer anything. So let's actually get a point in here. And then this converter booster, which will give me nanotex, nanocrystal. Perfect. So that's more experience points. These are nano elevators, which will launch me up. Boom. So I take the bits from here. And because I wasn't paying attention, I have messed up this puzzle. So I gotta go back down here and do it again. If these load times were a little shorter, that'd be a lot better. I think that may be part of the annoyance for me, is just having to wait. Right. Take you down, and then we hop on up. Those spinny things are not instant death. All right, hold on. I need my bits back. Open this, and that'll open that door, and that'll unlock the next area. So you can see here, I've now unlocked this door here, and it'll take me over. Earlier, I was up all the way over here. These little things here, these little beacons, I can actually warp to from the map. So if you get this, no, you don't have to run to them. You can actually just warp to them. And these little pedestals are actually what open these numbered doors here. And that's how they kind of have sectioned off, like, collect the little collectibles and stuff like that. That's how they sectioned off these little blueprints, which are essentially just alternate skins for the items. As you can see, these blocks here are the yellowish color. That means that they have nano goo in them, so that'll add to my little collection here. But yeah, like, it's a fun game until you have to keep doing the same puzzle over and over and over again because the physics won't fall just right. The boss. Ooh, hey there. The boss fight was not the most fun, and it was one of those boss fights that. Oop. That was one of those boss fights where it's essentially, if you fail enough, they're gonna start telling you how to beat the boss. The issue was that I figured it out the second try. But the weird, like, I had to hit the sword out of her hand, but I wasn't able to do it like at the perfect moment. So that's what was leading to my my eventual downfall. And then they have these little, they tell you about everything and like that. Save point. There's a lot of chatter. But that's Giga Wrecker ALT. I would show you some of the more advanced puzzles. The issue is once you complete a puzzle, it's actually finished, and those rooms are cleared out, which is really nice. Okay, that's a good example. See how those guys have a blue kind of blue glow around their weapons? That means that my ball here is actually big enough to destroy them. So if I get rid of that ball, it's like red, so I can't do anything. So I did just murder the heck out of that dude, though. So I'm sitting. So if I get closer, I should be able to just let this thing pop him. There we go. But yeah, that's Giga Wrecker ALT. I am ZeroJD. This is the XBLA fan channel. If you can get past like the weird bits of it with the weird physics stuff, it's actually pretty fun. But once again, I'm ZeroJD. This is the XBLA fan channel. Check out our videos, like, comment, subscribe. It helps us a ton. If you want to leave a comment, I will try to get back to you. Thank you so much for sitting here and watching the video. Some of the puzzles got very interesting, but they always did suffer from the weird physics thing. Anyways, have a nice day and bye.